screaming rubbers. So today we got a special show for you. We're gonna be doing a part 2 for the Simjack Ultimate pedals, which was basically a purchase that I made in AliExpress. One of the first sim gear, actually the first sim gear that I ordered from AliExpress. And mind you, I was pleasantly surprised how good it was. If you haven't seen my unboxing, watch the part 1. A great piece of equipment. Now I'm going to be talking about the things that I like, the things that I don't like, the surprises that I got from having these pedals. Me coming from a Logitech, obviously the pedals for Logitech were decent. I mean, for a beginner who doesn't know anything about sim racing and just starting off, they're okay, they're fine. Once you get to this grade, this is a pro grade. In my opinion, it's a pro grade because these pedals are so fucking stiff. It's insane how hard they are. The first time I started braking with them, I was like, this is insane. How do they brake with this? This is pretty freaking heavy. And mind you, I didn't even modify the elastomers. I stayed with the default one, which were the yellow, and I think the blue or they give you 2 extra elastomers, which were the blue and the green. I don't know which one is harder, but I didn't have the need to basically change it. For racing, these are amazing pedals. The brakes are so, once you get used to it and once you know how to use them and utilize them properly, it is insane how precise it is. It's very precise once you're doing your braking right before you enter a corner, then you start trail braking once you enter the corner. Top notch. Bar none, I will tell you, it's probably, I would argue that it would compete with some high level, well, sim pedals that are out there. I'm talking about Simagic, Moza, Hooks and Velt itself, and I'm not saying that they're better than those, but I wouldn't be surprised if they come close to it, you know? Now, let's talk about drifting. Drifting though, I do find that the brake pedals are a bit too heavy. You know, they're, for me at least. When I drift, I got used to it. Mind you, I always play barefoot, socks. Now that I just tried them with shoes though, I gotta say it feels a lot better. Because once you're playing barefoot, obviously the pedal plate, the top plate there, it starts to hurt eventually. Not in the beginning, but give it about, you know, 10 minutes and you start feeling it. You start feeling a rub on your foot, and it hurts. It hurts. So yeah, you gotta take a couple of breaks. So not fun. However, with the shoes on, I have to say it wasn't so bad. It actually felt really good. So I think I want to start playing with shoes on that one. So I gotta figure out something because I like being barefoot. I don't like wearing shoes in the house. Whatever. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe you guys are like me. Maybe a lot of you. Who the fuck wears shoes in the house anyways? I digress. But the thing is, the brake pedal for drifting, I do find they're a bit too heavy. I would have liked it more on the softer side. These pedals are, in my opinion, they're strictly made for you to race. You could use them for drifting. That's not a problem. I do that. I mean, in this video, you'll see it that I'm practicing my drift with it. However, I do believe they were specified for racing, because I don't think if you ride road cars, the brakes are not as heavy as they are in this pedal. They're not as heavy. These pedals, I would assume that they're GT3 style pedals because they're so freaking heavy, you know. And I know a lot of people think, oh, the heavier you go, the better it is, blah, blah, blah. Don't get caught up in that bullshit, man. Use what's comfortable for you. Use something that you like. Mind you, yes, sim racing, we're trying to get as close as possible to reality. But the truth is, it's still a game. And what are the chances of any of us would actually drive a GT3 in real life, right? So just enjoy. Just buy something that's good. Me, I bought them because they were basically affordable. The price to performance is top notch. Bar none, top notch. I will top notch. And yes, I still have a thing with it where I do feel that the brakes do get really heavy in the beginning. Obviously, in the beginning, I was a little shocked. I'm like, how heavy is this thing? How am I supposed to brake like this? Obviously, you could calibrate it, but even then, you still feel that You just have to press it real hard. Sometimes I feel like I'm pressing so hard that the back of my chair is about to fall down or break. I will break the back of the chair. That's how heavy it is. But for racing, if you really want to race, you like racing a lot, I highly recommend it. It's top notch. For drifting, I would tell you, if you're just strictly drifting, I would find something with a little softer, or buy some, actually get this and get yourself some softer elastomer and replace them with that. There you go. Problem solved, right? All right, so I've been talking a lot about the brakes, and I forgot to mention the pedal, the throttle itself. The throttle is actually, in the beginning it was heavy, but that one you could adjust. You could adjust by turning the adjuster in the back. You just turn it clockwise or counterclockwise to basically set up the stiffness of it, or how hard, or when you're pressing them. Yeah, I don't like pressing a throttle when it's too heavy. I like it a little soft, so it's easier for me to control my throttle. So I put it pretty soft, but it's not soft to a point that you just press it and it goes. It still has a resistance on it, so it's actually a really good throttle. I like the throttle. Now the clutch itself has a 2-stage, a bite point. The bite point itself, at first when I was pressing it by hand, I thought it wasn't good enough. But once you actually try it off, and it's a good clutch. Mind you, when you're driving and everything, you don't necessarily feel the bite point. My opinion, I don't really feel it. Not like in a real car, but it's still very good. It's still very good, but I wouldn't compare it to a real car, because once you're racing, maybe it's adrenaline too. No. I've driven some manual cars, and I feel the bite point when I'm shifting. This one, you have to pay attention to it. You have to pay attention to it in order for you to feel it. So that's the thing I have to say about the clutch. I do wish it was a bit more. I don't even know how they would make that, honestly. I don't know how they could emulate a real clutch. A 2-stage bite point, it's actually very good, but for some reason this one just doesn't cut it for me. I would have to pay attention to it in order for me to feel that bite point. That's all I'm saying. But nonetheless, overall, the pedals themselves are really great. If you're starting off and you're on a budget, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So get them on AliExpress and enjoy them. You don't have to spend $800, $600, $400 for pedals to start off. Just enjoy yourself, and do some more racing. Practice your skills. Skills is what makes you good. It's not your equipment. Skills. So work harder, play more, practice more, race more, and that's it. I don't care what fucking gears you have. At the end of the day, you won't get better with just your gear. You need to put in the time. That's the real key ingredient in here. Put in the time. So anyways, that's my take on the Simjack Ultimate pedals. Hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you got proper information from this video. And don't forget to subscribe and like. And if you didn't like and subscribe, well, you could always part ways with Sim heads. Screaming Rubbers, we out.